Hi children, good morning. Welcome to Grade 3 English class. I hope you are all fine. Nowadays, we are all scared about one thing. You all know what I am talking about? Yes, that is coronavirus. Children, how to protect yourself from the coronavirus? First one, wash your hands. Then, no handshakes with others. And then, keep distance. No close contact with anybody. And then, stay home. Follow these instructions. Be safe in your home, children. Now, we revise about nouns and its kinds. We have already learned what are nouns. Nouns are naming words. What do they name? They name people, places, animals or things. So, in this picture, we see some people, some animals, some places or some things, and the names of each of them is called a noun. Let us look at some nouns. Monuments. So is monuments a noun? Yes, the word monument is a noun because it is the name of a place. So monuments are places. So the word monument is naming a place and so it is a noun. But one day if you sit in a cab and tell the cab driver that take me to the monument, so where he will take you? He will be very confused. So when I say monument or monuments, it does not specify which monument I am talking about. So the word monuments are the general name given to these places. It does not tell us about any specific place or any specific monuments. But if I tell the cab driver, take me to the Red Fort, then he will drop me exactly at this place, this particular monument which is called Red Fort. So it is the name of the specific monument. So nouns can be of two types. One which describes the general name and the other which describes the specific name. Kinds of nouns. There are two basic kinds of nouns. One is common and another one is proper. First one, common noun. A common noun refers to the general name of a person, place, animal or thing. It is not specific to a particular person, place, animal or thing. So the words like monuments, which are not specific but general names, are called common nouns. Then proper noun. A proper noun is a name that identifies a specific or particular person, place, animal or thing. It is always begins with the capital letter. So the word Red Fort is a proper noun. So can you tell me who are these people? We see the pictures of two people here. So names of person. Now how can we name them? If I have to give one word for both of them, what will I give? Sportsmen. So they are both sportsmen, and because sportsmen is the naming word for the people, it is a noun. But what kind of a noun? It is a common noun. But if I name, he is Virat Kohli, the captain of Indian cricket team. So now I am talking about this specific person or this specific sportsman, no one else. So Virat Kohli is a proper noun. And you can see I have written V capital and K capital because proper nouns begins with the capital letter. Similarly, if I ask you what are these, your answers will be books because these are the images of books. Now, books are things, so books is the noun. But when I say books or book, am I specify anything? No, it is the general name given to all the books. So, books is the common noun. But if I specify the name of the Little Red Riding Hood book, Little Red Riding Hood, which is the name of this book, then I am specifying the name of the book. So this is the proper noun because I tell you, get me Little Red Riding Hood, you will get me this specific book and not just any book. And see this, start with the capital letter. So now let us identify the common and proper nouns in this sentence. So the sentence is Rabindranath Tagore was a great poet. Look these two words, Rabindranath Tagore, it is the name of the person. It is the name of a specific person. So this is a proper noun. Was a noun? No, was not naming anything. Is not the name of anything. Great is not the name of anything. Poet is a name given to certain people who write poetry. But is it specify any person? No, it is not. It is the general name for all people who write poetry. So, poet is a common noun. So, Rabindranath Tagore, proper noun. Poet is a common noun. In this sentence, the book was lying on the table. So, word the is the naming word? No. Book. We have seen that book is the name of the thing. So, it is the naming word. When I say the book was lying on the table, so I am not specifying which book it could be. Any book. So, when we don't specify, it means it is a common noun. Was is not a naming word. Lying is not a naming word. On, the, these are not naming words. Then what about table? So, table is a naming word for this thing where the book was kept. So, table is a noun. And what kind of a noun? Common noun or proper noun? So, table is a common noun because it could refer to any table. We have not specified the name of the table. So, table is the common noun. So, book, table are common nouns. Now, can you answer this on your own, children? Mumbai is a big city. So, can you find the proper noun and common noun in this sentence? Mumbai. So, Mumbai is a place. It is a name of a place. Hence, it is a noun. When I say Mumbai, it refers to one specific city. So, Mumbai is a proper noun. Then, is, a, or not naming anything. Then, big, no, it is talking about the size. It is not naming anything. Then what about city? City is again the name of the place. But it does not specify which city are we talking about. There are many cities. So, city is the general name. So, here city is a common noun. The answers are Mumbai, proper noun, city, common noun. So, what do you see here in first picture, children? We see one single bird sitting on a branch. It is a bird. Bird is a naming word. So, it is a noun. And what about the next picture? We see many birds sitting on the tree. So, together I can call this a group of birds. But in English, instead of calling them a group of birds, but also says a flock of birds. Now, birds once again is a noun because it is a naming word. But flock is also a noun. It is a collective noun because it refers to the group of birds. So, the group of birds together is called a flock of birds. So, what is collective noun? A collective noun is a word used to denote a group of persons, animals or objects. So, when I have a group of persons, animals or objects together, instead of calling a group of, I can use some special words which are called collective nouns. Here are some examples. So, look at these elephants all coming together as a group. Now, what is this group of elephants is called? A herd of elephants. And herd is a collective noun for elephants. Similarly, we have many zebras here. It is a group of zebras. So, this group of zebras is called a herd of zebras. So, I see that herd is a collective noun which is used for elephants as well as zebras. So, the same collective noun is used for elephants as well as zebras. Not just this, even when we have a group of cows, I call it a herd of cows. And a group of horses, I call it a herd of horses. So, herd is a collective noun. And other important thing to note here is a collective noun usually takes a singular verb in a sentence. It does not begin with a capital letter. Let us identify the collective nouns in this sentence. Look at the sentence, children. A brood of chickens was playing in the field. So first look the nouns in the sentence. Chickens is a noun, but it is not a collective noun. And field is also noun, but it is not a collective noun. But brood is the collective noun in this sentence. So, brood is a collective noun. So, what do you see in these pictures? There are gold bangles, gold earrings and gold necklace. So, together we can call them gold jewelry. So, why have I written gold before each word? Because they are made of gold. These bangles, earrings and necklace made of gold. So, gold is used to make these things. Gold is a material which used to make these things. So, gold is a special kind of noun. It is called a material noun. So, material noun is the name of materials, things or substances. So, it is the name of material which I use to make other things. Material noun never denote people or places. They always denote things and they are usually uncountable and common nouns. So, gold is uncountable noun and common noun. Proper nouns never be material nouns. What are these? Statue, sand statue. So, it is a statue made of sand. Then next one is a sand art, or I can say an art made of sand. So, sand is the material which is used to make these things. So, sand is a material noun. Examples for material noun. This is a cotton dress. So, here cotton is used to make this dress. So, cotton is a material noun. Then, coconut oil. Coconut is used to make oil. So, coconut is a material noun. Let us identify the material noun in this sentence. What is the sentence here? We get sunlight from the sun. Sunlight and sun are the nouns. Now, sun is a material noun? No. First of all, it is a proper noun. We know that material nouns can never be proper nouns. Also, sun is not used for making anything. So, sun is not a material noun. What about sunlight? Sunlight is a material noun. So, things in nature like sunlight, air, which are uncountable and common nouns, are also treated as material noun. So, children, I hope you all will understand nouns and its kinds. Are you ready, children? Shall we do the exercises in the book? Okay, take your book now. This is the first Roman. Circle the words that are not common nouns. So, common nouns are in general. So, in this Roman, they asked to circle words that are not common nouns. So, this is the second Roman. Match the common nouns with the proper nouns. So, column A is common nouns and column B is proper noun. You have to match the common nouns with the proper nouns. So, this is the third Roman. Choose the correct collective nouns to complete the sentences. Have you remembered, children? Instead of calling a group of, can use some special words in English which are called collective nouns. So, you select the correct collective nouns to complete the sentences. This is the fourth Roman. Underline the nouns and mention whether these are material nouns, collective nouns or common nouns. You know, material nouns means it is a name of material which I use to make other things. So, you underline the nouns and mention what nouns they are. Okay, children. Thank you for watching this video.